So hello Sunbeamers, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to start a new chapter of social studies, that is West Bengal agriculture. So previous class we have already learnt about West Bengal climate and vegetation, and also we have learnt about West Bengal physical features. So this is the last chapter of our West Bengal, our state West Bengal, that is the agriculture. And this is the most important part. Agriculture means growing crops. Agriculture means growing crops. Okay, how to grow crops, what are the methods used. Okay, because agriculture is very important. Why? Because we need food to live, and for this agriculture only we get our food. So what are the basic steps used and how the agriculture is done, we will move in the read in the chapter. First we will learn about agriculture in West Bengal. Okay, how the agriculture is done in West Bengal. So in West Bengal, the farmer, you can see this farmer, the farmer is working in the field. They are very poor. They are not rich. The farmer are very poor and they work on small lands. Either they call farmlands. The lands where crop is grown is called farmlands. Okay, the lands where crop is grown is called farmlands, and they either do crops in their own farmlands or they work on other farmers' farmlands. Okay, who are little bit rich, they work in their farmlands. Okay, so what are the basic requirements and why in agriculture in West Bengal is very famous? Because of the fertile soil found there. Okay, they have a fertile soil, they have for rich fertile soil. Okay, why fertile? Because Hooghly River is there, so Hooghly River brings a lot of aluminum. Sorry, alluvial soils. Alluvial soils. Alluvial soil is very fertile. Okay, alluvial soil. Alluvial means the soil that is carried by the rivers. That's why this soil is very fertile. The alluvial soil and the water is enough. Water is there because of the rivers. Okay, and flat land. Okay, it is not elevated and all. Land is very flat. And the farmlands means where crop is grown, are very small, not so big, and only a few bighas. What is bighas? Bighas is the measuring unit in which we measure the land. Just say we say meter, centimeter. So in West Bengal, they measure lands in form of bighas. So they are very small bighas. Okay, not so big land. Farmlands are there. And basically old methods of farming is used. You see in this, the cattle method is used. Cattle is used in plogging the field. New method, tractor, all these are not basically much not used. Basically old methods are used because farmers are very much poor. They depend on rainfall for irrigation. Obviously they depend on rainfall. Irrigation means providing water to the crops. Artificial providing water to the crops. Artificial or natural, it is same only. Artificial or naturally providing water to the crops is called irrigation. Now in rainy season, what happen in rivers, the water overflows and causes floods. So these floods also affects the farmland. In floods also affect the plant land. Why? Because it causes water logging. इट कॉजेज वाटर लॉगिंग, मतलब पानी पूरा स्टॉक होके वहां रह जाएगा तो क्रॉप को दिक्कत होगा, तो इट कॉजेज वाटर लॉगिंग. फ्लड कॉजेज वाटर लॉगिंग. फ्लड कॉजेज वाटर लॉगिंग. King IDG. Okay, and single year 2 to 3 crops are grown in the same farmland. Kharif crop, Rabi crop, all the crops are grown in the farmlands. So types of crops, basically you will find three types of crops. Okay, basically you will find three types of crops. One is your Kharif crop, one is your Rabi crop, and one is your Jaid crop. Okay, there are three kinds of crop: Kharif crop, Rabi crop, and Jaid crop. So we will learn about each crop in detail. We will learn about each crop in detail. So Kharif crop basically grow in the rainy season. Why they grow in the rainy season? Because they need much water to grow. They need much water to grow. Need much water. So in the rainy season, rain will occur, so they will get water. So they need much water to grow. So they depend on the rainy season. Example, you can see rice. This is the rice. Rice is a kharif crop. Jute, melon, gourd, mango, maize. Okay, they need rainfall for irrigation. Irrigation means what? Providing water to the crops. Now rabi crop grows in the winter season. Okay, they don't need much, they also need water but not as much as kharif crop, so they grow in the rabi season. Example are wheat, mustard, orange, potato, cauliflower, cabbage, okay, and spinach. They also require irrigation. So basically water is taken from underground or different well tables, all the things, water is taken and provided to this crop. Wheat is a kharif crop. Now jait crop can be grown in any season, okay, usually grown in the dire plants mean the rod area, they are grown in the rod area, they are also called the rod crops. Okay, examples are oil seeds, tea, coffee, and coconut. Here, my dear children, examples are most important. So, I am highlighting these examples. You have to remember these examples carefully. Examples will come in the exam as short question. So, I am highlighting these examples. You remember mango, maize. Here in Rabi crop, wheat is there, mustard. Three examples at least you have to remember: potato, cauliflower, cabbage, spinach. Here oil seeds, tea, coffee and coconut. This much can remember for your examination. Okay. So let's move forward. Now we will read the main crops. So foods are divided into three types of crops are there. But farmers go food crop or cash crop. So these are the two types of main crops that are grown. Different categories of crops are there. So upon this category, there is food crops and cash crops. Food crop means directly consumed by the farmers. They consume it and also they sell it, but it directly consumed without any processing. It is consumed. That is rice and wheat. Rice and wheat are directly consumed. Okay, in rice in form of rice we consume in by boiling it and eating. Wheat we consume in form of bread, rotis we do, and rice chawal. Okay, we consume it. This cash crops has to be sent to the factories and be processed. Suppose I am giving an example of tea leaf. So the leaf of the tea is there. You have to send to the factory to dry it and then make it into small pieces. Then you can use it as a cup of tea. Okay, you cannot use the tea leaf directly. Okay, so this is the cash crop. And jute, this jute you see, this jute you have to send to the factory and make it into gunny bags or all the things. So these are the two kinds of crops. Now rice is the most important part of this chapter. Maximum questions will come from this chapter from rice. So rice is a staple food. What is staple food? Most people eat rice in West Bengal. Most people eat rice. Suppose in Uttar Pradesh staple food is wheat, but in West Bengal the staple food is rice. So West Bengal is the first in rice production in India. First state ranks first in rice production. Most rice, सबसे ज़्यादा rice कहाँ बनता है? West Bengal में बनता है. So it is first in India. So Aman, Ayus and Boro, the three qualities of rice that are grown in West Bengal. Aman is the best variety of rice. Best variety is Aman. It is grown in the autumn or rainy season. Okay. The districts you can write Bardhaman, Hooghly, and Howrah. Districts basically don't come, but still you remember one or two districts. Ayus is the second variety of rice, second best variety in winter season. It is grown. Okay. Basically it is grown in winter season in the Duars region, and in Birbhum and Murshidabad, this is grown. Boro is the low graded rice. Grown in the dry areas, that is Rud rice. This is called Rud rice. Rud is the dry area. Why? Because in Rud you will find less fertile soil. In Rud you will find less fertile soil. So Boro grows on less fertile soil. So Boro is the low graded rice. Okay. Let's move to the next part. These are three basic qualities of rice you have to remember. Okay, three basic qualities: Aman, Ayus, and Boro. Okay, these three you have to remember. Best variety, which is the best, which is the second best, low graded. All the things you have to remember. This part is very important. You can take a screenshot. Now the next part is wheat. Okay, wheat. Wheat is the rabi crop we have already read, so it is grown in winter. In the drier parts, basically it is grown in the rud area. I will write. Drier parts means you remember rud area. Irrigation, yes, irrigation. For irrigation, water is used from the wells and canals. And fertilizer. What are fertilizers? Fertilizers are the chemicals. Fertilizers are the chemicals. You can write this definition. Chemicals, chemicals that are added to the soil, chemicals that are added to the soil, to the soil to increase fertility, to make it fertile. If the soil is less fertile, fertile means good quality of soil. So if the soil is less fertile, to make it fertile, we add chemical fertilizers. Okay. Nowadays, organic fertilizers are also there, but most people use chemical fertilizers, but it's better to use organic fertilizers. Make it, sorry, make it fertile. No, not fertilizers. This definition you can write, it may come in your exam. Fertile, okay. To make it fertile. This definition you can note down or take a screenshot. Okay, chemicals that are added to the soil to make it fertile. So wheat basically needs fertilizers. Okay, because in rod you will find less fertile soil. In rod there is less fertile soil. Soil is less fertile. So to increasing the fertility, we add fertilizers. Next is your jute. Jute. West Bengal is the largest producer of jute in India. Remember that. It is usually grown in the banks of Hooghly River. Why grown in the banks of Hooghly River? Because it needs water. Okay, it needs a hot climate, humid climate, and water. It needs water, so it is grown in the banks of Hooghly River so that water can be directly taken. It is basically used in making gunny bags, carpets, and clothes. Okay, nowadays jute is not much used, but in previous times jute is one of the most important fiber crop. But now cotton is basically used. Okay, tea. So you know Darjeeling is famous for tea. Many of you must have visited Darjeeling and saw the tea gardens. It requires cool climate and rainfall. Okay, and this tea is exported to different countries. Okay, because this tea is one of the best qualities of tea of the world. So tea is over. It is a Jaid crop. Remember, tea is a Jaid crop. Tea is a Jaid crop. Okay. Now the last is mango. So I hope all of you must love mango. All of you must be loving mango. So it is this part is the important one. It is grown in the district of Malda and Murshidabad. These questions every time in the exam comes. These questions comes every time in the exam. It is grown in the districts of Malda and Murshidabad. Every time this question will come in the exam. Okay, and the highest quality of mango you can find is Malda and Murshidabad. This is the very good quality of mango is there in high quality of mango. Okay, and it is also a kharif crop. Mango is a kharif crop. Mango is a kharif crop. Okay, so it requires it is basically grown in the summer season. Okay, so for today this much. We will meet in the next class with a new topic. Till then, thank you. Bye bye and take care. Like and subscribe to our channel. Press the bell icon to get the next videos. God bless you. And please give the annual examination conducted by our Sunbeams Education. Okay. I hope all will give. Thank you.